Hello, wonderful people. It is Friday, which means it is time for the weekly check-in. I have no idea what day in May it is. What I do know is that we came out of level 3 lockdown yesterday, and we're now in level 2. I'm still adjusting. I haven't quite grasped that I can go out and about and, be in other bubbles. So I think it's just going to take me a little bit of time. One of the things that I've really learned while we've been in lockdown is nurturing and sitting with my introverted nature. So I'm 50-50 introvert, extrovert, and my whole life, my whole adult life, I should say, I really fed my extroverted nature. So I've been very social and been out and about. And that's interesting because I have had moments of burnout in my life. So when we went into lockdown, the fact that we had to stay, within our own bubble and not go out and connect with others was actually a bit of a relief. Because it was imposed, that's what had to happen. And so I have learned that looking after the introverted side of my nature is equally as important as my social connections. So that's been the biggest thing that I've learned whilst we've been in lockdown. I've also learned a lot about my marriage, and I don't know if, I'm sure people could relate to this. I feel like things came to the surface that perhaps would have taken many years to get to, or maybe even not at all, because we were under such a magnifying glass and we couldn't really hide from one another. We really had an opportunity to work through some full-on stuff, and so thank God we have, and we are intact, and we still are in love and committed to one another. But I do just want to say this has been a really tough time, and I know it's been a tough time for a lot of people, and to not feel like a failure for that. I know at times I've really felt like, oh my gosh, I feel like a bit of a failure that we're not in a good place today. And just to remember that it's normal. No one's superhuman. No one's exempt from going through tough times. So just wanted to share that with you. What have I missed being in lockdown? Oh yes, I've absolutely missed having a dance with my girlfriends, having a kani, as we would say in Māori here in New Zealand. I have missed that so much, the energy of going out with your girlfriends and just all being together, the best vibe. So that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to going back to. What didn't I miss? Oh, I didn't miss traffic. I'm sure there's a lot of people that could relate to that. So I'm not looking forward to traffic. Perhaps things will be different now. Perhaps we've learned some things while we've been working. Some of us have been working from home, that maybe there's a different way of doing things. And what else? Lockdown. Yeah, I think for the end of the weekly check-in, I'm just going to take it slowly with myself, with reintegrating back. I'm really aware of my energy levels and just wanting to work within my limits at the moment. And because we have been in lockdown for 2 months, my energy is pretty low. So I just want to make sure that I keep looking after myself and take things moment by moment and check in with myself. With that in mind, it's super exciting that we can have a bit of freedom back. I hope you all have such a wonderful weekend. And I look forward to checking in with you guys on Monday, where I will share an intention for the week.